believed to be a lycan himself, because every time he used the wand of lycanthropic detection, it just always worked, no matter where he was. And so you had set up in a few days for him to be taken. A few days later, and Glassjaw is kind of off by himself one night while y'all are doing your respective watches. Fang, you're visited by a couple members of your temple saying, "Good job. We have the hostage, so to speak. We'll be taking him." Um, and in the middle of the night, as y'all were investigating near the amphitheater that they had set up, which is what you can see on the battle map for those that weren't here, you watched as everyone's shadow began to try to grab you, try to grab your ankles, try to attack you. There were some torches on the ground that they used to keep rats from eating any of the hay bales. And on the stage, there was pretty much every member of the carnival, even the strongman, in shadow form, kind of dancing or cooking or taming animals, whatever each of them do individually. Y'all eventually found out that you had to snuff out all the lights for the shadows to fully disappear. And that is where we currently stand. Vic, you still have your aura up, and y'all had just finished this fight, so some of you might be down some hit points or so. What would y'all like to do?
You ask a great question.
I do.
Mr. Shadow Fan, any of this seem familiar to you?
Uh, nope.
Wrong Shadow Man. I was talking about the one that talks to shadows or sees them.
Oh, well, that's not Shadow Man. That's Vic.
Same.
I don't talk to shadows.
I've seen you in that trailer just looking and talking to something.
I talk to spirits. These weren't spirits. I'm guessing not. They didn't act like spirits.
They did not. They had no voice. Nothing to say.
Is there anything else we can seek around?
What are you looking for in
I'm
particular?
gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna take my lantern and unshutter it.
Okay.
So the greenish light will come out. Do shadows come back?
As you do, you kind of shoot it, and it hits a few of those hay bales. They cast these long shadows across the way. You tilt it ever so slightly, just hitting the stage. And right as you do, you see the bards as they're playing with a large harp and some lutes, and one of them is dancing. You move it a little bit more, and you kind of just scan across the stage, and you see each of those shadows doing something. But right as you're about to move it away, you watch as they kind of just fizzle back. The hay bales, you can watch as these shadows jump from real shadow to real shadow, trying to get closer to y'all, but still scared of your spirits that float around you.
Okay.
Whenever these shadows attacked us, what did that look like? Did it leave like a bruise, like a cut, like
The
something
damage
else?
itself, feels physical, crushing,
So like bludgeoning.
bludgeoning. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe this had something to do with our strongman friend, but cuts don't line up to punches. So I guess that's out of the question.
I'll shutter the lantern back up. Does somebody want to go out into away from my aura to see if the shadows come when you're?
I
when
mean, if there's
no
no light, there's
for
no
it?
shadow.
Right, but I'm just trying to test because this will only last so long.
I'll take one step out.
Okay, is the lantern up?
No, I shuttered the lantern.
Yeah. You step out. Art, nothing happens. Everything seems pretty normal.
As long as there's no light, I think we're all right. I don't know if this is just limited to this area though. Otherwise, we're gonna have bigger problems walking back.
So, are there other light sources in other parts of the camp?
Usually not. A lot of times the light of the moon is enough for most people. If somebody gets up, they would probably light a lantern. But at the moment, you don't see anybody. And just, as a quick note, it's only been like a few seconds since the battle ended. So
Yeah.
you're not sure how much noise you made, if anybody will be getting up with lights or what's going on.
Okay. Looks like the shadow from the moon being out is not creating enough shadows for these creatures to come out.
It's partly cloudy. It doesn't appear to form a substantial enough shadow.
Okay. So, the other guards, the kids, there was some that were walking around with you, right?
Sarah was out with us. I don't know where the hell she ran off to.
Should we try to find her?
I mean, I suppose that'd be the logical thing to do, unless they're behind it.
Well, we should find out either way.
True.
I'm guessing everybody can see in the dark.
I think everybody casted something if they could, or put goggles on if they couldn't.
Well, I know Olgrim and
I don't
what's
think they're
your
here.
name now?
I
Oh,
can see in the dark.
Okay. Monty.
I got dark vision.
I think they're still sleeping though. They didn't
Okay.
answer the call.
Yeah. Well, then we should go back and wake them up and let them know what's going on, too.
So you want to look for this girl on the way back, I suppose?
Yeah, on the way to let the other group know we can look for her.
Works for me.
Okay.
Do y'all leave this area?
Yes.
That was like a tentative yes.
Probably
Sound like a baiting question.
probably well thought out and deserved there. As you exit, there were these torches that kind of lined up in half of a circle.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah,
Unless that's just for me.
Sorry.
You're getting too far away from the mic.
Sorry. Keep changing the settings. As y'all leave, there's this sort of semicircle of torches, and it's kind of truncated, at the top on the stage. The second y'all exit that, the sound is different. You start to hear more crickets and bugs. You start to hear the wind as it hits pots and pans throughout the carnival. And the first of you to walk through don't hear the footsteps of those behind you. It appears that there was some sort of sound barrier.
I'm gonna walk back in and say something.
For those outside of it, you would just hear the faintest noise of Art's voice. And only at a few feet away could you even hear it. For those inside with Art, he would sound completely normal.
I'm going to assume we've patrolled this area before and have not noticed anything like this.
They don't always set it up. It's set up, you know, sometimes they'll set up this tent so that they can practice that type of show. Sometimes they set up an amphitheater so they can practice that. The times they've set it up before, this is pretty much how they always set it up, and it doesn't really seem any different to you, at least at an initial glance.
But is the sound thing the same? The other times I set it up, does it have the sound dampening effect?
No.
Okay. When we
Can
come
I
out,
check to
I'm
see?
gonna see if somebody will step away from my thing and turn the lantern on again and see if a shadow comes out.
Outside of the area?
Yes.
Sure. Who's willing to be the guinea pig?
I'm
I'll
going
do
to
it.
stay inside. Can I check to see if I know what kind of magicalness this is?
Sure. What are you investigating in particular? Just the air or an object?
Yeah, just like the surroundingness, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check. Fang, you step outside of Vic's aura. Vic, you shine the lantern.
Yeah, this is outside the silent area.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see Fang's shadow. You see the shadow of many things, and 20, 30 seconds goes by, and there's no issue.
Okay. Huh.
Art, as you're looking around, you have enough experience with magic to realize that this is probably some type of runic magic, and that's destroying whatever object or location possesses these runes, you know, physically tampering with the shape of them would probably end whatever magical effect this is.
I'm going to step back out to everybody. So, looks like our friends are still carving runes into things now. First into people to change their appearance, and now into somewhere in there that's creating this sound barrier. And maybe even inviting these shadowy figures in.
All right, so we should have searched the area to see if we can find the runes, but we should probably go get Olgrim and Monty first.
Yeah, Ziggy might be able to help us find them. I mean, I don't know if anybody else can detect magic that easily. So let's head back. See if we run into any other kids on the way.
Sure. On the way back, you see. Let's see. I believe we had. So from my recollection, it looks like we had Vic. See, who was on the watch? Do y'all remember?
It was me and Kapesk and Sarah.
Right. So that is only second watch. So we never even got
Correct.
the third watch. Okay.
Correct.
Just verifying there. Yeah. So you would see Sarah walking around. She's kind of patrolling. I'll assume you'll have maybe the lantern hooded or something to kind of reveal yourselves. And she goes, "Oh, why is everyone up?"
Where have you been?
Well, patrolling. Y'all were
When
doing
did you
this
split
side.
off from us?
Well, you went to look at. Anyway, you were associating with Swayze, talking to him or something. I wasn't sure. I decided to just patrol the other side.
We were just patrolling. Walked through the amphitheater and got attacked. Very
Attacked?
convenient that happens, and you happened to hide at the same time.
Well, I didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm sure.
I swear. I was patrolling. I promise. I have no reason to attack y'all. I couldn't
Insight
win
check.
anyway. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what she's thinking.
You as well, Vic.
24.
15.
Yeah. I would say on a 15, you would kind of notice that she looks just a little spooked, a little shocked. You're really unsure if where that stems from. Vic, as you're not directly involved in this conversation, you're off to the side, just kind of watching her body movements, the way she's reacting, what she's doing with her hands, how her eyes dart back and forth. And in all honesty, she does look genuine.
Okay. Okay, so let her know what happened and that she needs to be wary of that area, not to go into it
Okay.
right now until we figure out what's going on.
Should I wake the others up?
Should definitely bring out some more people to go stand on watch with you, and
Okay.
send another person out to keep patrolling.
Okay. I'll go do that now. Anything else?
No, just be wary. Something is going on.
She scurries off. You can hear her footfalls as she rounds a corner and continues on to the area where her trailer is located. Pretty quickly, y'all arrive back at the relative vicinity of the trailer where y'all are staying. You see your sleeping friends. Free to wake them.
Scared cat. Wake him up gently.
All right. Shake them awake. All right. Everybody's up. Everybody's together.
Okay. Let him know, and I guess go back to the area and search around it. Maybe walk the outskirts first without going inside of it, because we can separate to do that.
If
I could use a
you
rest
can't
first.
see in the dark, don't go in.
As long as there's no lights inside, we're fine, right? We can just walk
Right.
around
So
in
if
there.
you can't see in the dark, don't go in.
We should go check out that dude's body you said was dead and that he was back
Well,
again.
his body
The
wasn't in there. His
shadow
shadow thing was in there.
Can you write runes on a shadow?
Fuck if I know.
That'd be a
I
good
don't know.
thesis question for Capass.
All right, so let's go back and see what we can learn.
Ziggy, you're gonna want to, dark vision yourself because we're gonna need you to look for these runes.
Is there any person we're looking for, or is it just these runes?
We have
Whichever.
no idea. There might be somebody in there, but I suspect there's somebody carved runes on things to cast this silence-like dome.
Maybe we should look at the torches, see if there's any runes carved on them.
Well, I mean, we
The
broke the
lantern.
torches, and the dome's still there, so I don't know that that's... I mean, there might be more.
I mean, we turned them off. That took off the shadow or the light source, but
I mean, I shot mine with a firebolt.
Okay.
Mine doesn't exist anymore. And I'm pretty sure Capes shot his with a gun, so...
Y'all arrive back in the area. There are a handful of, we'll say maybe one of the lanterns and one of the torches that are not completely obliterated, though most of them have been either burnt to a crisp or blown to pieces. Who's searching for runes?
I mean,
I'll look for runes on the thing. If Ziggy, you want to go look around the rest of the area.
Yeah, I'll look for runes.
Anybody searching, you can give an investigation or arcana check, your choice.
22.
25 on investigation.
Okay.
23 on Arcana. No, 22 on Arcana.
19.
You got a 3, Vic. All right. Through the
if
combined...
it's an investigation, it would have been a 0.
That's funny. Through the combined efforts of the group in maybe about 15 so minutes of searching, you're able to locate on a few of the planks that make up the amphitheater floor, on a side of the hay bales and some type of a paint. There's, you can kind of see on the map, there's, small little carts and buckets of water and pumpkins and all sorts of little things. Many of them having these intricately carved runes on them.
So there's a ton of them.
There's a ton. I mean, we'll say you locate maybe 15.
How many people were on the stage? Dan,
Everyone.
Well, okay, how many is that? I mean,
The
we found
exact
15
number
rooms.
that I will throw out, 1, 2, 3.
Sounds like
I was
it's
just
more
trying
than
to
15.
correlate if there was one room per whoever
Doesn't
showed up
sound
there.
like it.
23 plus the strongman.
Okay.
Plus a dead man.
So there's not a room that
No, found
represents a
15.
person. Okay, so do any of these runes look like they have any representation to?
Are they all the exact same rune?
They're not all the exact same rune. Yeah, Vic, if you're looking if any of them have some sort of maybe obvious reference, I would say a few of you magic users might recognize a few of them. Runes they're an alphabet. It's the order you string them that determines the sentence that they weave together. And some of these are quite foreign. Some of them are of a script that maybe y'all are unfamiliar with.
I'm gonna ask everybody, since we're here right now, to gather close that are injured. Stay for a little bit. I'm gonna do prayer of healing. Spell. Where?
I walk outside of that arch. Is there still a sound differential?
Are y'all attempting to destroy all of these in some way?
Oh, that was my plan. Maybe that wasn't everybody else's.
Yeah, so some of them, it's paint. You can just kind of rip pieces of the hay bale off, and you think that would do it. Others are carved into wood. It will require, whatever you would want. Others are carved into pumpkins.
Just have see if Vic can mend it.
Sure. If y'all are willing to attempt to destroy all of the
Do we want
rooms.
to get rid of these runes, or are we still studying them?
Okay, everybody who's injured, take back 16 points of healing.
Thank you,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
And try using mending to see if I can repair anything.
Well, I meant, are we trying to get rid of these runes, or is someone still studying them?
Have we found out what kind of runes they are? Like, are they a
I mean,
specific language or anything like that? It's just some random runes.
Some are dwarven, some are elvish, some are draconic.
I mean, look at them, but I mean, history check, I guess, or anything to see if they're pick them out or something.
Anyone's welcome to. If you're proficient
they-
with history or arcana, you can make a check, unless you want to use another skill.
Do they look like they're arranged in a certain pattern, or just kind of just?
They're all
Scattered about.
facing the area that y'all are inside of.
Pointed towards the stage.
Pointed towards the center. I mean, yeah, it's that's probably the better way to put it.
So they're all facing toward the stage, you said.
Correct. Well, the ones on the stage would be kind of pointing back to the middle. Those lanterns appeared to have multiple on them, but they have most of them have since been destroyed.
Okay.
Paul, is that history, arcana?
Arcana.
Arcana. And what were you looking for? Sorry.
To see if any of the runes become recognizable from a spellcasting standpoint, or how they would be used.
Sure, you're definitely missing a few because some of the lanterns and torches were destroyed, right? However, you see runes that are specifically used to ward off an area. You see a couple runes that, with a certain third rune, you're familiar with it being used as a silencing type. You see a rune that is used to keep smells from propagating too far, or gases in particular from propagating too far away. A few of them, you're familiar with them, and you know that in a string of other runes they can do many things, but there's not currently enough evidence to pick down every one of them. But I would say maybe your biggest understanding in all of this is that some of these runes require maybe some interesting items as components. Blood, bones, things of value, gold, silver, diamonds. Whoever did this probably had to kill someone or something, and probably had quite a bit of money that they could throw at this. This is not cheap. And it's also temporary. You're unsure how long it would last.
I'll ask Kapesk and Art. Did when you walked into the area, nothing happened at first? Is there something like that triggered it, maybe?
I turned around to stop the Kapesk, and he had those bugs on him, and then all of a sudden we were getting tripped up by our shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So you had been in this area for a little while before it happened.
I don't recall.
Not too long.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
I mean, like more than a few seconds. I mean,
Yes.
30 seconds to a minute or something.
Probably like
Sure,
1 to
let's
3
call it
minutes or
that.
so. Whenever we were in here, near this stage, kind of where we're at right now, and then there were just bugs all over me, some bloodsuckers,
Okay.
and then we saw some. Our Art saw his shadow not acting right, so he threw a dagger at it, and then everything started.
Okay, so it's like it was triggered after you guys were in here. Maybe.
Well,
Like a
or there
trap?
was something in here for it to trigger on then.
Or
Right,
is
no
it,
one else was in here until we walked in.
right, so it could have been set up like a trap.
As y'all are all discussing, two of the kids, will say Billy and Sarah, come running into this area. You can hear almost nothing of their footfalls, but you see them. They're screaming and yelling, and you're not really sure what they say, but eventually they kind of cross into this barrier, and they're both out of breath, and Sarah yells, "It's Lady Duval. She's been killed."
Well, that sucks.
I assume you're about to run off there, Vic, so you think we
Yeah.
should take these rooms out while you're gone?
Yes. Something is. Yeah.
I assume you've got a good look at them, so I'll start cutting them
Okay.
up, breaking them, doing whatever, getting everybody else to help while he runs off to his friend.
As you begin to recarve the pumpkin, take a knife and kind of scratch out the one on the stage, remove pieces of the straw and hay to break the rune. Some of them appear to be arrangements of rocks and pebbles, kind of under a table. Kind of break those up. And eventually it just slowly begins to fall apart. Silencing effect goes away. You can hear the wind and smell some of the smells of the surrounding swamps. There's no way to tell for sure that every bit of the runes are gone, but y'all keep looking. You don't see any more, and any use of light doesn't appear to attract any shadows anymore.
Siggy, you want to detect magic, see if we got the last of them? Or are you certain we did?
I don't
mean, you
actually
slept
have
that
detect
last-
magic.
You
I have
worthless little
dispel
bird.
Magic. I have dispel magic. But I can't find it.
Well, I guess that answers that question then.
I mean, let me see. Yeah, no, I don't have it. I was just double checking.
Vic, you arrive outside of the Duval trailer. You see the other two kids, Nymphadora and Cumby, as they are comforting young Miss Duval. It appears that she's been crying. You can smell the scent of vomit. She's kind of off in the corner, just in shock. As you quickly peek inside the back room of the trailer where Lady Duval was sleeping last you checked, you see her throat slit from ear to ear, blood all over her nightgown, a blank expression and stare on her face as her head is kind of cocked off to the side. Very much dead. Pretty fresh, too. The blood hasn't even coagulated yet.
Who's over here? Just was it Vic?
Yeah, I think he ran off while we were.
We're just
cleaning up
messing with the
and then
runes still, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we were gonna head over when we were done.
So Vic just ran off by himself, and I'm up here with the runes too at this time.
Anyone could
Unless
have
you
gone
didn't.
with Vic.
I would have gone with him.
I went with Vic then.
Okay. Nymphadora and Cumby kind of walk over to you, Vic. Rest of the group. We were walking by and we heard a scream and we came inside and this is what we found. I'm surprised you didn't hear it. You notice now that a lot of members of the carnival are waking up, lighting lanterns, looking outside, trying to see what's going on. Zoomed off would come up to y'all's group at the trailer. What's going on here? Why is everyone up?
About how long has she been dead?
Minutes.
Minutes?
Minutes.
Does it look like
So
there's
can I
a
just
struggle or
investigate her
anything?
body to see if there's any signs of who might have killed her?
Sure, if you would like to investigate or make a medicine check to look, go right ahead.
I'll investigate to see if it looked like, or does it look like there was a struggle, or is it just her laying on the ground?
Roll a check, see what you see.
I'm gonna reroll mine.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
I was gonna say
27.
I was gonna say, Monty, you saw some really shiny things in that room that you wish were yours, but between the combined efforts of Fang and Monty, as you look around the room, there's no sign of a struggle. You take a look at the door that has a latch on it, and you can see soft scuffing marks. It's almost like, real life, slid a credit card in to kind of knock off the latch so that the door could be opened.
They have credit cards?
Well, it was a real life reference, but you have
Oh,
bank
I
stones.
got you. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
Some type of slender object was slid in between the door and the frame of this cart to release the latch. There's kind of a side room where young Miss Duvall would sleep. On the floor, there's been a lot of foot traffic in here, but you're not really seeing any dirt or mud or anything on the ground. There's no obvious footprints. But I would say, on a 27 and a 23, you find a single hair that appears out of place.
Snag it and bag it.
Snag it and bag it. There was definitely no struggle. It's a very clean cut from ear to ear on the throat. Very, very similar to what y'all saw with the strong man.
What color is that hair?
It's really hard to tell in this lighting. It appears to be a darkish brown to black coloration.
I turn on my hooded lantern so we can get a better look at it.
Sure. It's still quite hard to tell, just with the single strand. It's a relatively thin piece of hair. It's dark brown to black.
Does it have a distinct smell to it or anything like that?
This room has so many smells in it. Anybody that has a good nose, like maybe Capesk, wouldn't really be able to distinguish any particular scent.
How long is the hair?
Female hair length. Of course, some males have longer hair as well, but
So it's a long strand hair. Okay.
it's longer. Yeah.
Maybe you should have Capesk smell it, see if he can track who it came from. If his scenting is that good. After they're done with their investigation, I'm gonna ask the doctor if I may have a few moments with her mother. That I can compose her and to give her last rites type of things and stuff.
Can you talk to her while she's dead? Maybe she knows who killed her.
So is her daughter gonna let me go be with her?
Young Miss Duvall is in a state of shock as you ask this. She looks at you. You said you would protect her. Now she's dead.
Tried to protect her, just like we try to protect anybody. We were attacked She warned us that something was coming, and something did.
Do whatever you want. She
Okay.
storms out. A couple of the kids follow her.
When she leaves, I'm gonna close the door, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
So I'll ask her, does she know who did this to her?
Okay. Get out the spell. As you begin to cast the spell, everything seems normal, but then it fails. You believe that this spell has been cast on her before. Probably as a safeguard.
Ooh. You just got to carry your head around for a week now.
Thinking about who around here would know that spell, possibly,
A
besides
spell
the
of
other priest.
a spell of this level, you even question if Brother Justin would know it, or his sister. You're really unsure. The only other person that really even deals with magic would be Lodes, the magician. You're sure that there's people within the carnival that have spells, but this one's a little bit of a higher level one. It's possible that someone could have had a spell scroll, but if they did, they would have had to have been somebody associated with maybe a clerical type of study or something of that nature. There's definitely a short list. So I would say Brother Justin, Sister Iris, Lodes, maybe zoomed off, and the kids and y'all's group be the only people of.
So the kids are high enough level?
Some of them might have a third level, yeah.
Okay. Any of them clerical in nature?
One of them, you're really unsure, seems to be more sorcerer-esque, but you really don't have any fighting experience with them. You don't see any obvious display of insignias.
Are Art and I done looking at the runes, and have we made our way over there yet?
Sure. If you're happy with what you've done, then sure.
Whenever I walk into this room with a dead body and stuff like that, is there anything unusual that I notice, or any unusual scents or something, or a scent that I'm familiar with that I could follow?
No check required in this case because there's been so many people moving through this area in the past few minutes that all the smells are just kind of melding together.
Do any of the other adventurers, do they have long brown hair, black hair?
Adventure wise, I mean, I forget what everyone in this group has, but the two girls, Sarah and Nymphadora, both have hair similar, as well as 15, 20, even 30 other people in the carnival. It's a pretty common hair color and length, especially for the women.
Where's Glassjaw?
Haven't seen him in a while.
I'm gonna go.
Do something to him, Zicky.
What was that?
Should you do something to your brother?
Yeah, of course not.
I'm gonna go look for Glassjaw.
I'll go with them.
I'm going to questionally eye Fang.
Oh, I'll help you look for him.
Deception check thing.
God damn it. 14.
14. So if anybody's passive insight is higher than 14, things acting maybe a little funny. Could be the situation. You're just maybe tipped off. Not really sure what's going on though.
How do we know our passive insight?
It would be 8 plus wisdom modifier, and if you're proficient, you would add your proficiency bonus.
So
Or
8
10 plus, rather. 10 plus, not 8 plus.
or 10. Looks fine to me.
Okay. So we have Kapesk, Ziggy, and Fang going on a small search.
Yep.
Zoomed off comes up to you, Art. Art, come here.
Yes.
What the hell happened? Thought you were
Apparently
patrolling.
multiple things tonight.
All right, well, go ahead and fill me in so I can cover for your asses again.
I'll give him the whole rundown of the arena.
Good God. Shadows
So
on the
you can see we were a little preoccupied. What were your other little bodyguards doing while they were not helping in the other instance?
Look, I'll get on
Everything's
to them
not
when
our
we can.
problem. You don't have to blame us for everything. You got more than one group here.
All right. Art, we're both a little testy. Let's just calm down. Shut up, Dylan. Is it the same as before?
Certainly appears that way. Single slash. This time someone tried to cover the trail. We tried to speak with her. Magically, that is, and it appears somebody had already tried that so that we couldn't.
I see.
So there's definitely something foul at play here.
And what type of magic are we talking here? Not many people in this carnival are that skilled.
I've only ever seen it done by the divine, but I mean, unless somebody has it in a scroll, couldn't tell you.
All right. Well, you have my permission to keep Brother Justin, Sister Iris under your close watch, as well as whichever of those kids are good at casting. I can't be having this happen. The fortune teller is a very important act for us, and I don't think young Miss Clea is going to be able to perform the same as her mother did.
Well, at least not right after this incident, anyways.
Agreed. All right. I'll be off. Gotta go tell management.
Would you like us to dispose of this body as well?
He kind of looks around, gets close. To be honest, as long as I never see it again, I don't care. Normally, we burn the body, sprinkle the ashes, and call it quits. But if you need to lock that thing up in a box for a couple months before you figure it out, fine by me.
All right. I'm gonna go find Vic.
All right.
A Zoomed Off wants us to dispose of this body as well. If you want to ask her daughter to say any last words before we take care of it, now would be the time.
Yeah. Talk to her daughter. She likes for
Couple tents away, you see Clea pacing, looking up at the sky, cursing at her breath. Out of the state of shock now and into a state of anger.
Vicky, you want to talk to her real quick?
I understand your anger, and we will try to find who did this to her. Whoever did it has planned well. They are covering their tracks. If you have any information that will help us, that will be great. But for now, would you like to give your last respects to your mother? And then we can take care of her remains.
I never had much of a relationship with the physical side of my mom. We were mentally connected. And I don't believe that connection to be broken yet. I don't care what you do with the body.
I mean, I'll listen to see if her spirit's around. If I pick up anything.
Or if you head over to the trailer, you can check that out.
Okay. Alright, so we'll go back to the trailer.
Well, let's deal with this body first, so it's not, just sitting out here.
Well, it's inside the trailer, right? Is that where it was killed?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back to that trailer. Gotcha.
So I mean, after we're done, we'll take her body. We'll take it to the trailer that I'm staying in. For now.
We might also want to get Ziggy to gentle repose her so she doesn't start, decaying and whatnot.
Right.
I can do that.
I'll spend the next 10 minutes starting that if no one else stops me, I guess.
Aren't you looking for your brother?
Right, I'm not there.
Right, so we'll take, like I said, we'll.
I forgot that I
Her
wasn't
body.
going. I thought you were going with me to look.
Your brother's
for him, but
missing and
it
you
was
don't even remember.
Olgrim. It was with Olgrim, wasn't it? And Fang.
No,
Well, like
Fang
I
and
said,
It was compassion, bang.
Compassion.
we'll clean up her, take care of her properly, make sure she's, being taken care of properly. While we're in there, like I said, I'll listen for her spirit, see if there's any spirits around, anything that I can pick up.
Give me a religion check, Vic.
Thing.
As you listen in, surrounding area, you ask everyone to quiet down for a small period of time. You hear these faint whispers. You have your eyes closed, but you're kind of just feeling around the trailer, trying to draw closer towards it. Eventually, your hand lands on some type of cloth over a hard object. You open your eyes and look, and it's the crystal ball. You've seen her with it a few times. Slowly peel back the cloth. And right as your eyes catch a glimpse of the crystal ball, you hear the loud screams of spirits filling your brain. It's loud. You're trying to focus. You almost feel as if your ears are going to bleed. Do you decide to continue to pull it off or place it back?
No, I'll continue.
Right. I need a wisdom saving throw from Vic.
I'm gonna re-roll that. The 21.
Very nice. You take a couple breaths. You feel blood dripping down your ears. You take a few more breaths. You focus. You try to drown out and not listen to these spirits. You're trying to focus deeper, deeper, deeper. You slowly pull it off. As you fully reveal this crystal ball, it sits inside of a holder. It's 5 prongs on the side that keep it slightly suspended. Your hands slowly begin to move around it and shift and move. And you open your eyes fully, and inside of it you see this fog, this haze, this silver mist. And you focus on that visually. You drown out the screams of the spirits and listen for the whispers. And you see, but you're not sure if it's the future or the past. You see yourself walking amongst the carnival. It's planted in a forest somewhere in the woods. You see zoomed off and Seyoon and Swayze and even the strongman. I think it's the past now. Everyone looks slightly different, and it takes you a bit to realize that this was maybe a decade or so ago. Could be more. You see the acrobats doing their acrobat things. You see that trailer that you've been spending so much time in. Looks new. Looks nice. A team of horses tied to the front of it as y'all are getting ready to depart. All of a sudden, you're not looking in the crystal ball. All of a sudden, you're there. The screams of the spirits are gone, and as you look around, these spirits appear to be the voices. Maybe not spirits at all. Maybe they're premonition, something of the future or the past. As everyone is talking, you slowly drown all of that out. It's part of the background. It's not important. You focus on a soft female voice and the voice of a young girl.
With whose voice?
You don't recognize it, but it seems so familiar, both of them. You hear a giggle and a laugh. You hear the young one say, "Where's Dad? Mom, where's Dad?" And the older woman, younger woman, rather, not a child. "Don't worry, sweetie. Your father's just around the corner." You begin to search around. You're kind of unsure where the voice is coming from. Then you see off to the side of your trailer, there's shadows that are cast. You can see the shadow of an adult and a child. You begin to move in that direction, and around the corner, this beautiful woman appears in front of you, and a small child bearing a striking resemblance to you. Dad, Dad, Dad! Runs over to you, wraps around your leg. The woman looks at you lovingly, comes close to your side, and places her arm around your back. I'm glad you're finally back, Victor. Victor?
Is it still going on, or does it fade away?
Doesn't fade away. It feels more real than anything.
I'm gonna reach out to gather as much as I can in to hold on to it.
You blink a few times. You're about to speak, possibly. You're unsure yourself. And instead of a loving wife and young daughter hugging you, you see a dark, rainy night with the back of this woman towards you, walking away down an infinite path that, as you try to run after her, she only seems to get further away. Every time you look down or to the side, you see this young girl, body severely mutilated, clearly dead. Then you hear the voice of Lady Duval. You must choose, Victor. You must make the choice. Your God, your wife, or your daughter. Return the memories, or the dark times will continue. You're jutted out. Anybody that would be remotely near Vic would watch as he seemingly flings himself into the wall of this trailer. Vic, you kind of hit your head. You don't take any damage, but there's going to be a knot on it. And you're sitting there on the ground. Deep breathing, huffing. And that's it.
You good there, bud? Looked like a pretty hard fall out of nowhere.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna shake my head. No. Can't be. I don't know.
You don't know what? If you're okay?
I don't know what this means. Yeah.
The death?
The death. My past. If it has anything to do with what's happening now, or
What's your
what?
past got to do with anything?
I don't know.
Where'd that come from? Seems like an odd thing just to bring up.
I saw a vision of me, younger, here, part of the carnival. The people
This
in the
exact
carnival.
same one?
Yes.
So you know these people? Or knew these people?
I don't know. And no, I don't know them. I don't know.
Interesting.
Must have hit his head harder than we thought.
Well,
Okay.
let's go see if Ziggy's done finding his brother. He can
Well,
help this body.
we'll
I'll
finish
leave you
preparing.
to Your thoughts?
Finish preparing the lady to move to the other trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we'll do that.
Kapesk, Fang, Ziggy. Where do y'all look?
Yeah, Fang, where do you look?
I look
Yeah,
all
Fang,
over.
where's my brother?
I don't know. I
I'm
haven't
so
seen him.
keen on finding him.
I have no idea where he is.
Did somebody forget to wake him up? We should have woken up everybody, right?
You mean, did he hear a shell and still stay there, is what you mean?
I'm gonna go back to where the sleeping tents were, and I'm just hissing out, Glassjaw, where are you?
Where are you?
I'm flying pretty high up just so I can try to look over around see the whole area.
5, 10, 15 minutes goes by. Y'all have been loud enough. Most of the carnival's awake anyway with what's going on, and there's no answer to y'all's call.
All right.
Is there any?
I guess I could use my 4th level spell to locate creature and see if he's even nearby.
I could try seeing if I get a scent at the sleeping locations, and then see if we could follow it.
Yeah, we can do that first.
Sure, give me a perception check, Kapesk.
Perception.
Kapesk, as you're kind of sniffing around, you recall, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember I had asked him to write down some information for me. You remember him kind of going off on his own to try to have some peace so he could do that. You kind of search around, and there's a couple of picnic benches on the edge, outskirts of the carnival itself. As you get over there, you can smell his scent, very strong. As you look around, there are a couple of strewn about pieces of paper, blown around by the wind, possibly. Some wet, the ink running all over the page, but very clear and distinct handwriting on it. There's a font of ink tipped over, sitting on one of the tables. And very distinct goblin claws and scratch marks all over them. There was a struggle.
Is there any obvious trail or anything leading away in a direction?
You're sniffing around, and you can tell that the scent left the carnival. Don't see any footprints, though.
I want to gather up all the papers and everything.
Sure, there's only a few left. Most of them almost useless, but you have them nonetheless. We'll say you got 3 sheets of messed up Glassjaw notes.
Okay. Okay, so there was a struggle, but there's no actual hint or indication of a direction.
Out of the carnival. You're in a grassland. You could attempt to follow it further.
Are you guys fine with leaving the carnival and going to find him?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. I'm a natural explorer for grassland, so we should be able to easily find our way back. We can't get lost. So I'm gonna go out of the carnival, doing my best to follow his trail or what's left of it in the direction that he was at.
Give me a survival check.
Hello.
Vic,
Okay.
not
I just
not
came out.
really. Could have been. The child looked crime of passion. There was no methodical ear-to-ear cut. It was a little bit more gruesome. Kapesk, Ziggy, Fang shall move through the grasslands. You are able to follow. All of a sudden, there's footprints of a larger dog, maybe two, and two adults, as well as some drag marks from a more than likely unconscious body.
Dog? Are they, is it... I know that we were looking for a lichen. Does it show any signs of being anything of that sort? Or is it just literally a dog?
I would say you're experienced enough to know it's not any type of wolf. This appears to
Okay.
be a large dog, probably a mastiff.
Okay. I want to keep following it.
Follow it for about 10 or 15 minutes, a little over a mile away. The grasslands are rolling hills, and occasionally you kind of come to an area where you can see for quite some distance. It's still the middle of night. Eventually,
Ziggy, what do your bird eyes see?
They're taking glass jars.
No.
Oh.
I forgot his name for a second. It's my brother. I guess I can look around.
From the air, Fang, Ziggy, there's really nothing to see. Most of these tracks are hidden under a couple feet of 8-foot grass. As you get to this area where you're kind of at a local maxima for multiple miles, all of a sudden the tracks disappear. You spend a few minutes trying to locate them, search for them. You find a few areas where there was clearly something there, but it's so muddy you can't really tell what it was. The trail goes cold.
Hmm.
I guess we head back. Maybe he showed up. Maybe you can't.
It doesn't really look like it. I mean, it looks like he got taken.
Is there anything on, like, the trail just disappears? Is there anything unusual about the ground?
It's pretty wet here. It's been raining relatively recently. It appears that this group stopped moving, and then all of a sudden they were no longer standing there. There's no imprints like they jumped into the air or anything of that nature. It appears they just vanished.
Hmm. I would like to use find traps.
Okay.
That's a second level. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to cast find traps. See if I see anything.
As you look around the area, all you see is nature. No traps, nothing man-made, no snares, no evidence of anything else.
Hmm. So we lost their trail, but I'm not smelling anything either. I can't. There's no scents or anything like that.
It's fairly windy out here. It's fairly damp. You smelt Glassjaw's scent roughly, but there's just too many other things in the area.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my cantrip gust in the opposite direction that the wind is blowing, so it will make the area more still, so that I can possibly smell Glassjaw's scent better.
Sure, you cast it, and that area where it kind of ends, you get just the faintest whiff of his scent. You move 10 or so feet past it, though. It doesn't exist anymore.
I want to go back over to where the scent was the strongest and mess around with the mud or the dirt below it. See if there's anything like an opening or anything like there. Maybe I'm just going to interact with the area and the floor in general.
Okay. I'll say give me an investigation check.
Oh.
You don't see anything. Appears to just be normal ground.
Hmm. Birdman, you got anything?
I don't think so.
I get annoyed that my feet are stuck in like mud and wet, so I want to cast mold earth on the ground below, like the wet ground, and I want to excavate it and move it like just off to the side.
Yeah, you kind of earth bend this over, and it hasn't rained enough so that about 2 feet down or so, it's completely dry.
Okay, I want to mold the earth into a shape of like of Glassjaw, like a little statue of Earth.
Little muddy, earthened version of Glassjaw, like a
Yeah.
snowman melting in the sun.
Yeah, like make sure that it's gonna, unless it rains, it'll stay there for some period of time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we have the location marked where we last saw him. If the trail is dead, maybe we should go back. Unless you guys have other ideas.
I can't think of any.
I can't either. I mean, I could cast locate creature, but it's only 1,000 feet, and it looks like he's been gone for a while.
Okay. I
But
guess
judging by the
I'm
tracks, Hunter, it looks like it's well over 1,000 feet by this point.
Oh yeah, y'all are over a mile, so 5, almost 6,000 feet
Yeah.
away.
all right. Well, I'm gonna start making my way back to the carnival, or the circus, whatever it is.
Same thing. All right.
Same.
I see your message, Vic. By the way, just confirmation. Y'all are all back at the circus together.
Hey Ziggy, can you do your trick with the coins on the old lady?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Now I'll start doing gentle moves. I think I got my internet figured out though. Kept disconnecting.
We'll grab a drink.
Thinking into the past, before the strong man was killed, was he like sick or anything a day or so before he was killed? Some malady affect him or anything?
No, I think maybe the day of or the day before he came and talked to y'all, just kind of introducing himself. He seemed pretty normal. Nothing was wrong.
I'm gonna go. Need somebody who's good at investigating and stuff. Come with me. I want to search around the Lady Duval's trailer to see if there's any kind of marking on her trailer as a make marker as a victim.
Any volunteers?
Yeah, I'll go.
Head that way.
Anybody interested in investigating can do so.
Oh, I want to tell everybody the glass straw adventure about leaving the little marking, just so everybody knows. We didn't find him, and he got taken out of the carnival.
So Glassjaw's gone.
Yeah, Glassjaw got kidnapped. Basically, he's gone.
So you said investigation?
Yes.
Net 20.
17.
Nice. If anybody's used the reroll, Fang, you can either get your.
Yeah, I need it.
There you go. Okay. And what are we looking for in particular, Vic? What are your instructions? Or...
To look for anything kind of marking, a rune, some kind of symbol that maybe that looks relatively, newly put. Try to single out this trailer or the person inside the trailer as a victim.
Sure. Earlier y'all were looking for evidence particular to the murder. Now you're focusing a little bit more on the surrounding area, looking for runes. I'll say, as you're all looking around, Fang, you in particular notice that just inside the door, like vertical part of the frame itself, as you walk inside, there's a series of runes that are chiseled into the wood.
I let the guys know what I'm seeing.
Do they look relatively fresh?
It's older wood. It's not painted in this area. It's really hard to tell how new they are. But Vic, you do recognize them. These are a series of runes that are used to let someone know if a certain individual or a certain entity or a certain object has passed through this doorway.
They look like a ward.
Not a ward. An alarm.
An alarm?
Yes.
It's like an alarm. Does it look like it was triggered?
Only way to tell is detect magic to see if the runes are still active.
Okay, so I'll do detect.
Can't hear you, Vic.
Oh, I said I still have a first level spell slot.
Okay.
I'll cast detect.
Sure. Cast detect magic, and as you're kind of standing in the doorway, when you're outside of the trailer, there's nothing. When you step inside, they light up.
When I step inside, see what?
They light up.
They light it, so they haven't been triggered.
But when you're outside of the trailer, it disappears. Maybe a faint glow of magic left. Multiple other people are going in and out, and it appears it only happens when you are the one to leave or enter. Enchantment type magic.
While he's playing with the door frame, I'm gonna talk to Fang. This is exactly why I didn't tell you who the other person was.
Why did that? Oh, you think people from my temple took him?
Let's see, you were looking for someone matching his description, and you told somebody you found him, and then all of a sudden he goes missing.
That is
Seems
weird.
pretty obvious. Your people had something to do with it.
It seems coincidental at best. I will find out if my temple did it. But I don't think they would do such a thing.
Have you had any more messages from anyone in your temple lately?
Nope.
Insight check.
All right. Insight, and then Fang. That would be
16.
persuasion or deception. As a reminder, you did meet with two of your members.
Persuasion or deception?
Well, you don't get to choose. You get to pick which one is relevant.
Just roll.
Roll and then tell Cody the total.
Okay, so I got a 10, but I don't know if it's for persuasion or deception.
Well, he's asking, have you had any contact with your temple since this happened, or anything?
No, not since the last time I told him.
Well, but that's not true because you did meet.
What?
You met two members of your temple outside.
No, I met them before I talked to him.
I don't think that's what Art is asking. Art is asking if you have any information.
I said if you got contacted by anybody in your group after you told them about Glastro.
Oh, hell no, I didn't see anyone in my group.
Yes, you did.
What?
You met with two members of your group, Chris.
Yeah.
So it would be deception. And you failed. So Art, he's lying, but you're unsure.
Well, if I got deception, then yeah, it's a 12.
So I have a 16.
So I might be lying. But maybe not on purpose.
You definitely seem like you're hiding something.
I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to hide anything.
I don't know. We got people missing and now, or people dying and now you're causing people to go missing. I'd hate to have to blame anyone in our own group, but unless you got a way to clear yourself, things aren't looking good for you.
I don't have long black hair.
That doesn't mean you and your group aren't responsible for this, and you're just a plant. And your idea of a long is very different from most.
Go back to the others.
Okay. You're all together. So as a reminder, nobody actually got their long rest because the circumstances. It's still a few hours until the sun comes up at this point. Most everyone has gone back to sleep. A A few are staying up, maybe in fear of what could happen to them. It's relatively quiet. And the only other movement outside would be the 4 kids as they vigilantly continue to patrol.
I take a short rest.
Samesies.
Sure. Yeah, anyone wants to take a short rest can. However, in the morning, y'all will be getting up and continuing to travel, and anybody that does not have a long rest, every hour you'll have to make a con save or gain a point of exhaustion.
So if we go back to sleep, we can still get a long rest.
You have to start over.
Got to start over.
So it'd be probably best to just wait it out and sleep on the road.
Somebody's
And
got
hope nothing fucks with us in the middle of that.
You will need somebody to drive your cart.
I take a short rest and I drive the cart.
Every hour you have to make a con save.
Yeah. No, look at that. I'm just going to bed.
Yeah, so if to be clear on exhaustion, every hour past when you should have finished sleeping, you'll make a con save, and the DC's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Eventually, if you fail too many of them, you die. 6. Once you fail the third one, it gets quite bad.
I'm taking a short rest.
Sure. To be clear, you taking a short rest versus a long rest, you can just start your long rest, and if you get an hour in, you can take a short rest. But if your long rest is completed, you wouldn't want to take the short rest because then you would lose hit die and stuff. So essentially, anybody that wants to take a short rest that is also going to take a long rest, just start your long rest, and then
Okay.
if it is interrupted, you will quickly do all of your short rest rolls. Other than Vic, does anybody stay up?
I'll drive the cart, I guess.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Since I got woken up during second watch.
It doesn't matter though. Like I said, every hour it is a con save. You will not get through the day without being dead. So
Well, we can't just.
you have Vic though.
He's saying go to sleep.
Yes.
Oh, Vic can drive the cart, right?
Yes. Well,
Because he doesn't need to sleep, right?
he does not need to sleep. Question how good Vic can drive a cart, but we'll see, won't we?
Better than being dead, right?
I'm gonna take a long rest then.
Is it animal handling or survival?
Animal handling in this particular case. So we'll say morning comes. Everybody is off resting except Vic. Sayun. Vic, are you driving the cart today?
Yes. Any hints?
Do you have any experience with animals?
Not a lot.
It's best to be gentle. Maybe I should go first, and you can follow my lead. The
Okay.
elephant will hopefully follow. Don't be too rough on them. Thanks. All right, Vic, animal handling.
13.
13. That's fine. 3 or 4 hours go by. Eventually, everybody gets their long rest. Been on the road for a while, and you'll have handful of more days until you arrive at the outskirts of Temple Haven. We'll just do this way. If y'all have anything that you want to do on any particular days, we'll say you have about 6 days left until you arrive at the outskirts of Temple Haven. If there's anything in particular y'all want to do, just voice it and we'll play it out accordingly. Otherwise, y'all will just arrive at the outskirts of the city.
I'm just going to be watching the kids, trying to learn more about them and see what they're doing.
I'd like to try to learn the animal handling a little bit more.
Sure. Yeah, so Fang, are you attempting to be really friendly with them? Are you going to talk to them? Are you going to chat with them? Are you going to start to hear them out, listen to their interests? Or are you just watching? Okay. Sure.
I'm trying to, but not make it look so obvious.
No. Of course. You're trained in these sorts of things. I'll say, give me an investigation check and an insight check. Algrim, go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Investigation is 19. And
16.
11 for my insight.
Okay. Over those next few days, Fang, you talk with Sarah, Nymphadora, Billy, Cumby. You learn more about them, but you're really not getting anything. Doesn't really seem like they're dropping any hints or any information that you didn't already have.
Does it appear to me that they don't trust me, so that
They definitely don't trust y'all as a group.
Yeah, but just me talking to
them. You have no evidence to support that they trust you any less than they trust anybody else. They might trust Art the least, but that's about it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say they're like, oh, Fang's spying on us.
Okay.
You're personable enough. Ulgrim, okay. Ulgrim, go ahead and give me 2 more animal handling checks to go with that.
One and a 4.
What'd you say? 1 and 4?
1 and a 4.
Okay. Do you have your reroll still?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah. Let me reroll.
You can reroll the 1, probably best.
So 18 and 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is Sayun assisting. Okay. Do you remember how many? Did you already have 1 success?
1.
You had 1 success, right? Okay. That would be 3 successes before 3 failures. You are now proficient in animal handling.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Travel is really good for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Vic. Vic, is that blurb just to me in the chat? I don't know if everyone else can see it or not.
No, it's just to you.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's like purple, and I'm like, I think that's what that means. Okay, thank you. The answer to your question is yes. All right. Anybody else?
I'm reading through my bloodhouse, seeing if there's any connection between anything and Homie's temple.
Sure. You've been reading it a while now. Go ahead and give me a history check.
19.
On a 19, you've read at this point, was it a single book that you had? Or was it a multiple? It was two. Yeah, I'll say you've completed one and you've maybe skimmed through the other at this point. The general gist of the Bloodhowl Accords is, hundreds of years ago. The exact date is a little uncertain. These lycanthropic and vampiric entities that lived amongst society or lived in the woods or wherever they may live decided that their conflicts were causing too many deaths amongst their individual communities. King Umi the First was conquesting to unite Leflin as a single empire, conquering the small city-states, tribes, any sort of civilized societies that existed. The vampires, the Lycan, they decided that they were going to divvy up certain regions within Leflin, and some of these extend into other parts of the Forgotten Flame as well. And a lot of them were along riverbeds or a very prominent change in terrain, such as a grassland or a mountain or forest. And for thousands of years, they have continued these accords. Anybody that is a vampire in Lycan territory generally is allowed to pass through, but if they get into any antics, whatever that may mean, there is very little that can be done. The book claims that most of the local governments, councilmen, councilwomen, they're aware of these accords, though the details are only really well known to the Lycans and the vampires themselves. Many Lycans and vampires might not have any idea about them. They're very old. They would require you to have grown up in a society that was very integrated into old times and traditions. Your main takeaway is it's best to know what territory you're in and to be careful.
Is there any links to Fang's Temple or anything in it?
I'll say that there's a number of references to certain adventurers guilds, monasteries, temples of any sort of sorts, cathedrals, churches. It's more of a historical record of these organizations siding with one side or the other. I'll say you had a pretty good history check. I'll say there's a reference to the Shadow Temple. There's shadow temples in Lycan territory that assist Lycans. There's shadow temples in vampiric territories that assist vampires. Their allegiance, like most, is to something other than the accords themselves. Anybody else?
How much time do we have?
You got about 6 days until you arrive at the outskirts of Temple Haven. You'll then be expected to go into the city itself and check in with the guild. You might be given a number of missions. They expect to stay in Temple Haven for 5 or so days.
I'll spend a day looking around the campsite, looking for any thieves' camp.
Okay. Every night when you'll set up camp, Monty, you go on a little mission. Give me an investigation check.
19.
As you search around, you don't really see anything.
Okay.
You look for, we'll say, all 6 of the days, and nothing in particular. Anybody else?
I'm just gonna lounge around and deep thought about how I really miss Glassjaw, and I don't know how much further along I can go if I'm unable to learn how to steal shinies.
Skapes has his existential crisis, thinking of the good times, the past few weeks.
I'll probably sit and think about how I'm not really missing Glassjaw.
There's no Brother Ziggy references or anything.
Yikes. Ziggy's not too pressed about it.
Welcome.
Hmm.
Want to do anything else other than animal handling?
It's my main goal. Get a little bit better at driving.
Sure. Vic, anything else?
Yeah, I'm typing it.
Sure. Take your time. Let me think about that answer, Vic. Fang, you receive a message on your twin quill. Good work, Fang. The subject was satisfactory. However, it didn't last as long as we thought it would. Our sources tell us that there are more than one Lycan that you're traveling with. Before you depart from Templehaven in a 10-day, we expect another. Signed, Brother Long, Sister Mai.
And I write back, no problem.
All right. XOXO Gossip Girl out. All right.
That's a reference I never thought I'd hear you say.
I mean, I don't actually know what it means. I just think it's a TV show.
Sure.
I mean, it was pretty applicable to the moment, so I feel like you do know exactly what it means.
I mean,
No,
It's okay if you watch the show.
You've
It's
been
okay if you
exposed,
watch the
Hunter.
show.
It's okay.
I'm gonna cry and watch Twilight all night, guys. I hate that. Vic. This is a tough one.
Do you understand what I'm trying to ask?
Oh, I understand. I'm trying not to mislead you, and try to be truthful in the response.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the response would be, it is not your fault, though indirectly it is related.
Getting Red Bulls, man.
Okay.
I'll spend another part of the time, trying to learn what I can about her death. Talk to her daughter. Try to get information from her carefully to upset her and stuff.
Okay.
And see if I can pick up anything else from the crystal ball.
Every
Spirits.
time you use this crystal ball, it just seems like a rock, essentially. Really not helping you. The daughter, she's recovered a bit, working with Zoomed Off on what her role will be if the fortune telling will continue or not.
Okay. Oh, and yes, I'm going to ask Zoomed Off directly.
Okay.
You know me, don't you?
He looks at you.
Not to me now, but from the past. I need to know.
Look, Vic, I'm going to be honest with you. You seem very familiar. A lot of us have talked about it, but we can't quite place it.
Okay. I'm going to ask him to tell me what he can or what he remembers or what other people think they remember.
Nothing concrete. Your face, the way you walk. When you were reunited with that old dingy trailer, we could have sworn we'd seen that sight before. Look, believe me, I'd like to help you as much as I know you're trying to help us. We just can't quite put our finger on it. And between you and me, management told me to forget about it.
They told you to forget about me? Or what you think you remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had mentioned that most of us were a little weirded out by it, and they had stated, and I quote, "Forget about it, Zoomed Off."
Have we ever seen any of the management?
The only thing you understand about them is there's a trailer that Fang has spent some time with. Zoomed Off is the only one that goes and talks to whatever management is.
All right, well, I'm going to pen a letter to the management.
Okay.
Put by or on the trailer. I don't know what I'm going to pen yet, so.
Sure. You can think about it over the week or if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. If nobody else has anything in particular, on the 6th day, later at night, y'all arrive on the outskirts. You can just see off in the distance small lights of a city near the coast. As normal, y'all stay a couple miles away. A location that this carnival has probably stopped many times before. The trailers loop around and everyone begins the long, arduous process of setting everything up for a show. You're kind of at a trifecta of terrains. The grasslands are slowly becoming a little bit more wooded as you head maybe a little bit more north. And as you head more west, it's becoming more of a wasteland. But as morning comes and Zoomed Off, a few of the bards, a few of the clowns, and some of the performers are about to head into town. They inform you that, as normal, they'll be setting up and heading into town to try to recruit customers to come and watch the show. y'all to go check in at your guild and just do whatever they ask.
Let's go to town.
Okay. Is there other trailer been repaired yet?
Just about to ask how that thing was looking.
Yeah, so on the road they haven't had much time, but they are working on it now. It's a pretty slow process. They probably need some supplies from town, maybe some tools. They've told y'all to just unless you want to attempt to help yourselves, don't worry about it. They're working on it.
Okay. Well, over the days, I'll lend a little bit of mending here or there
Sure.
where it can help out and stuff. I know I can help with big parts, but small things.
Yeah, they drive a few nails here and there, splitting the wood. As they back it out, you help mend it, fix it. Thank you. Does everybody head into town?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to go into town and find somebody who can tell me what magical properties this cloak has.
Okay. Yeah, if there's anything in particular y'all would like to do in the town, just let me know. As y'all arrive on the outskirts of the city of Temple Haven, like most or almost all of the cities y'all have encountered, there's a large wall around it. Part of the wall ends on the sort of cliff face that overhangs the ocean. The city sits a couple 100 feet in the air, as do most cities, as the crashing waves, some almost 100 feet high themselves, crash into the cliff face below. Y'all enter the gates. You're asked to show your credentials. The guards look quite excited as they realize that the carnival is back in town. A couple of them say, 5 years ago, I remember them being here. It's good to see them back. The city's a little smaller than the others. Maybe about half the size of Port Umberley. And Port Umberley is maybe about 2/3 the size of Peptefloff. Cities are slowly getting a little bit smaller, more community-based as you move west without heading north. Kapesk, how do you go about finding a shop?
I'm gonna sneak up to Pep, make sure he keeps his hands in his pockets. Any ideas in this town? So I'll be with him.
Is there any map or anything whenever we first enter the town? Maybe a board with a map posted or
You are
anything
here
like that?
sticker.
Yeah.
We'll say there's something equivalent. It has a handful of the major markings on it, but there's no clear indication of like a magic shop. Real quick, I gotta go grab something, so y'all can discuss maybe what y'all want to do. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Where we want to go to?
We could we should definitely
Check in the guild first.
check in the guild before we start running off looking for your stores. And then we should go ahead that way.
They may have somebody in the guild that may be able to answer the question or help.
That is true. Which is also why we should go to the guild first.
All right.
Goddamn, Ziggy.
I know, that's why I keep muting myself.
Not good enough.
All right, watch it.
Gotta get that fan replaced.
Okay. What have y'all decided?
We're going to saunter off to the guild hall.
First.
You arrive at the guild hall as normal. Walk in. There's a few small shops inside of the guild hall. There is a number of venturers all taking quests. There's a job board or two up. Lady at the front desk says, "Oh, it's good to see that y'all are here. We were expecting your arrival. The guildmaster will see you in a couple of hours. It seems urgent. I think there's a very important mission for y'all. I believe it'll take a couple days, so you might want to get some supplies."
Okay. Is there
Anybody on
anybody in
that
the,
has the identifying abilities?
Was that a question to me?
Si, senor.
Oh.
Or to that lady, technically, I guess.
Yeah. Just making sure I understood. We have a number of members that will cast any spells. For a fee, of course.
Would you point us in their direction?
Lascivious, come. Small, young, elven gentleman walks up, robes, cloak. Hello, folks. What can I do for you?
This is the part where you speak of, Kapesk.
I have a cloak and I have a helm that I don't know what they do or what they are for.
Oh.
And I would like to have them identified.
I see. You're guild members, I can tell, so of course I will do it at a discounted rate. 10 gold each.
10 gold.
Let me guess,
What
you
about
still don't have any coin.
What about a tiger hide?
Oh, a tiger hide, you say?
Yes, a tiger hide.
Do you present it, show it to him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfectly cut,
wow.
perfectly clean. Would make a good rug,
It absolutely
good
would.
showpiece.
This is exquisite. What have you gotten it from?
A tiger.
Oh, I see. All right. It's a deal.
Okay, so
Takes your helm, takes your cloak, takes your tiger hide you've made. Begins to cast identify. Oh, quite interesting. It appears this helm is a helm of comprehend languages.
copper helm languages.
Comprehend.
Oh,
Does this lizard even speak common? My God.
Pretty touchy. I wouldn't start poking him like that.
All right, fine. And the cloak. Bit of an incomplete cloak, I can see, but it appears that there is once per day a 50% chance that a melee attack will miss. If it does miss, it appears that all damage will be inflicted back upon the one attempting to hurt you.
you said it was incomplete. What do you mean it's incomplete?
I'm no expert, but I can tell it's not finished.
Do you know a tailor who would be able to finish it?
Well, my mother, of course, but it'll take her a couple weeks to undo the runes that were put on it and start over again. To be
We ain't
honest,
got that
it
kind of time.
still seems that the cloak will function, but it might break eventually. I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you. Can you point me in the direction of maybe a jeweler? Or do you have a area of the city that is trade shops and stuff like that?
Oh, of course, if you head to the southern portion, there is a very large district known for trades of many sorts.
Are their
Textiles.
prices comparable to the guild hall, or are they better?
Well, the prices will be better for something slightly inferior. The guild, of course, deals in items of a bit higher quality. Some of the country bumpkins out here can't quite afford some of the fineries that we have here.
Okay. Well, Art, we have our answer. What would you like to do now?
Purely hypothetical question for you. Say we have, a couple of dragon skulls and bones and such. Is that something we could sell here?
Well, depending on how complete they are, the apothecary might be interested in some powders or small fragments. I do believe there are a few shops in town that might specialize in sculptures or things of this nature. As far as being used for their magical properties, you're best off in a larger city like the capital.
Duly noted.
So just to kind of clarify, if you want the best price, you better be in the biggest city.
Yep.
But it doesn't mean that they won't sell.
Comprehend languages. Well, I can't. The helm, is it is it light, medium, heavy?
It doesn't
Or
have
is it
any
just
armor
clothing?
properties.
I'm putting it on.
Absolutely. So you can just Google the item. I don't remember all the specifics of it, but pretty cool. Pretty cool item.
Okay. Well, now what? What are we doing?
Well, we
Do
got
we
a
want
couple
to?
hours to kill.
We can.
So we can either. What do you need at the? What you need some gems or some shit, or you have gems to trade?
I have gems to trade, but I think waiting until they're in a bigger city would be probably better.
Are you looking for something, or just trying to get them out of your pocket?
Really, just trying to get them out of my pocket, unless they have magical properties. But I don't know. These are just rough cut. But I also have a bunch of hides and spikes from the worms. Fortunately, my main man Glassjaw had the tiger skull as his helm.
Well,
But
here's hoping it protected him somewhat.
I want to look at Glassjaw's sheets, his notes he left, and is there any ingredients on there? Like, is there anything written on there that I could
Yeah.
possibly find in this town?
The papers got wet. A lot of the writing is smudged. You would particularly see a handful of instances of orc bones, as well as diamond dust.
Okay.
Quite the expensive list he was making there.
We're not going to be here for long, so I don't think I should really get involved in having something made. Why don't we go see what the mission is? Oh,
Well, let's
we have to wait
go
until we.
get some food and a drink, perhaps, until the time arrives. See what the others are up to.
All right, that sounds good to me.
I go get drink and start telling stories of my feats.
Ain't nobody need to see your feet.
Of course. couple hours go by. If anybody grabs anything to drink, it'll be a couple silver, depending on if you have some meads or ales or something to go with it. A lot of people in the guild are really interested in having conversations with y'all, just asking about some of your exploits and past. Feel free to share as much as you will.
Oh, I definitely share and lavish it up.
Love it. Love it. The name of our
I'm too
known across the land.
I'm too distracted by the story of this guy's feet.
Yeah, really interesting.
Not my feet. My feet.
I just
He's,
keep I just keep looking. I just keep looking at his feet, a little confused.
And if Glassjaw was
It's
here,
more
he
like
would.
accomplishments. It's not his feet.
I want to cast comprehend languages on myself and try and listen to his story about his feet again.
Okay. All of the sudden, you were just like, "That's what he was talking about." Yeah, a lot of these words that you were, interpreting in a certain way, gets switched into the draconic tongue that you're more familiar with, and you slowly begin to understand that maybe there's a lot of misunderstandings between yourself and these societies inside the gated walls. Only time will tell.
My heart longs for nature, to feel the wind and the earth instead of this cobblestone.
Love it. Excuse me. The guildmaster will see you now. It says on your file here that you still haven't chosen a group name. It's an open item. I have to ask.
It's looking more and more like
The monkeys.
just a bunch of misfits.
No, the Moo
Come on.
Pirates.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Doesn't work
For the
anymore.
late Captain Moo.
Sounds like some hack.
Yeah.
For the late Captain. The stories will be told.
If the Captain Moo.
She keeps pestering y'all. Do y'all present any name options?
I present the misfits, since we're just a ragtag group of random ass people.
Okay with that.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, misfits this way. Similar to most guilds, you're brought down a series of hallways, and there's a large set of doors that overlooks a significant portion of the city and streets below. Large curved windows, ceiling 20, 25 feet high. Large wooden columns, intricate carvings, a large fireplace, huge desk. All numbers of items, pieces of paper, plaques, just plastered all around the wall. Sitting behind the desk, you see slightly older gentleman. See if I have his photo. I'm unprepared. Yeah, I don't have the photo at the time, but I have it somewhere else. An older human gentleman, shorter hair, length, gray beard. He's got his hands on his head, kind of rubbing them back and forth on his temple. He hears the door open, and he's slow to look up, and he leans and sits back in his chair. Come in, come in. Who do we have? The misfits, sir. The ones traveling with the carnival. Right. Right, the misfits. Please come in. Everyone, sit down. We'll discuss your. Sorry. We'll discuss your. Excuse me. If you could just give me a second. Kind of leans below his table, and you just hear him snort something. As he comes back up, there's a little bit of pink dust around his nose. He kind of wipes it off.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Temple Haven. It's so good to
All
see
right.
everyone. Have we met before? No,
Let's
we
go.
haven't. I definitely don't recognize any of you. Please sit down. Let's see. Shuffles through his papers. Okay. All right. All right. Ah, yes, of course. The Cultist Temple mission. I've been looking just for the perfect group to do it. The Misfits. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Introductions. I am guild leader Gus Diddy. I am the leader here in this portion of the Ravens Guild. We are known as the Raven's Feather here. It appears that y'all had departed from Tefilov. Shin. He's a scary motherfucker, isn't he? I hope to never see him again. It's good to see that you're here. I'll go over your mission in a second, but please let me meet everyone. A peacock. What is your name?
Geraldo Siegfried Hammert. You can call me Ziggy.
Ziggy. The Honorable Siegfried.
Oh my god.
Yes. News travels fast. I've heard all about you. And the lizard.
Kapesk.
Wonderful. Capes, nice to meet you. Never heard the name. A goblin.
It is I, Monty the Red Cat,
hero
of all goblins.
Oh, wow. Quite a claim. Okay. A fairy.
I
haven't seen one of you in a while.
I show disdain that he called himself the hero of goblins and argue with him that it's actually Glassjaw.
Gus just ignores y'all. Fairy?
What happened?
He's looking at you, asking for your name.
Fang.
Fang. Just Fang. Nothing else.
Just Fang.
You hesitated for a second. I didn't. Oh, okay. Gus, pleasure to meet you. A dwarven gentleman.
Olgrim. Yes.
You look very strong. Very strong indeed. Ooh, a drow.
I am the Arthur Elrath in the flesh.
I see. I should remember that name, I think.
You
And
in fact should.
in a way, the most interesting member of all. A human.
Yeah, I'll reach out and say, my name is Victor. And it'll start to go, and I'll say Victor.
I'm glad you know your name, sir. I'm Gus. It is a pleasure to meet everyone. Please sit down so we can discuss the specifics. You hear a knock on the door. Come in. One of the other young attendants out in the front. Guild leader, I was just going to inform you that the city council has decided to postpone the payment of your gambling debts for another month's time. However, they expect to see some advances starting at the end of next month. As a reminder, we probably shouldn't be spending... Nonsense! No. Put the money. I'm sure that this is the best investment that we can possibly go with. Guild leader, no. I won't hear it. Okay. I'm going to leave now. The door closes. All right, please excuse her. So, gentlemen, let's go over the details here. You see, we are Temple Haven, a town that sits on the border of three trains: the grasslands, the forest, and the wastelands. I hate the wastelands. Everyone hates wastelands, except a group of cultists that have decided that some old temple out there, a couple days away, that they were going to take it over. Normally, I wouldn't care. Get the misfits out of my town. Excuse me, not misfits. Get the I'm sorry, I don't know any other words. Misfits out of my town, and I don't have to deal with them. However, where the money is, money talks, money flows, I listen. A group of academics was very interested in having themselves escorted out to this area, and we were just about to go and make lots of money. However, what ended up happening was it appears that there's a group of cultists there, and they refused to leave. And I did not want to have any of the academics killed because that costs money, and so I had them brought back. They are currently sitting in town waiting patiently to head out to the wastelands to go look at some old temple and take notes and samples or whatever they do. I need someone to clear out these cultists. In fact, you have a sponsor, the city council themselves. 100 gold per cultist that you evict. I don't care if it's a scalp or a body in a cage. 100 gold. Simple, right? Right?
Possibly.
Oh. We have a
Heads would be
dwarf.
easier to carry.
His gentleman is named Mr. Red Rock. He will be escorting you out to this horrible, horrible place. I'm not sure how far he'll take you, but should be far enough. 100 gold per cultist. And I do believe, let me see here. Ah, yes, the local Kane family, Roddy and Loxley Kane, have specifically stated that they will give y'all 5,000 gold pieces if you can bring back a very specific statue perfectly intact. 0 gold if it's broken, 5,000 if it's not. Will you accept this additional request?
Well, sure.
I mean, sure, why not? What's there to
There's
lose?
nothing to lose.
Perfect. All right.
What's the statue look like?
Okay. Scrolls. Flips through the papers. Ah, okay. It is about 7 feet tall, sitting on a pedestal. It is of a man. Should be wearing robes. It says here it will distinctly be in excellent condition unless it is chipped. Then the condition will be very poor. It's a magical mumbo jumbo. Not really my thing.
So it's a magical statue.
Does it do anything else?
I don't know.
Other
I don't
than-
care. I don't ask questions. It does say it is
Sounds
safe
like
to
poor form.
transport. Oh, and just to note, I wouldn't be letting anyone know you'll be heading out to the wastelands. Recent King's decree, it is off limits. However, we have permission as a guild to send y'all out there. No problems.
So then why would it matter?
If others get the idea, there might be more cultists in some temple out there causing me problems. I would prefer if that didn't
Sounds like
happen.
more money to be made for you.
Time is money. I would rather have the advances of the academics being sent out there. Would have helped cover some of those debts. Interest is a bitch, isn't it? Anyway.
Wouldn't know.
You'll be heading out, it says, in 25 minutes. Are y'all ready?
Let's go.
Perfect.
I do have a quick question though.
All right.
I have a personal interest in substances of the mushroom variety.
He looks dodgily
Yeah.
around. Oh, okay.
And I've been looking to branch out on what I specialize in. And like, I don't know, that little powder you use seemed to wake you up pretty good.
Powder?
I
What
was
powder?
curious.
I don't know what you're
The
referring
pink
to.
one.
You must be seeing things with your peacock eyes.
Excuse me?
It's not a
I'm
racial
Ziggy,
difference.
if you thought Rowan's mushrooms decreased your lifespan, you don't want to mess with this. And I'm just going to start ushering him out the door.
Hey, you listen here, you racist little.
Bye. Y'all make it back into the main room.
Well, I never.
A dwarf of similar stature and build to Olgrim. Very short, red hair, almost buzzed. Instead of wearing armor, he's a little bit less stocky and has a large pack on his back. Appears to be some sort of scout. Are y'all, the misfits?
Indeed, we are.
All right, 20 minutes, we're out. Hope you got everything you need.
I'm going to go to the bar and ask if they have a large jar.
Like a mason type jar? Or larger?
Larger.
One for pickles?
As big a jar you got.
Okay, they produce a jar. I'm using real life references here. Like the balls, the cheese balls size jar.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back to the group. The easiest way to do it, take an ear, left, right, whichever. Put it in a jar, and there's our proof. No, nobody's
Okay.
got any.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty then.
I thought it was more of like a statement than a question, really.
So why don't we just go find other less dangerous people and fill up this jar with yours?
Because I'm not going to murder innocent people.
What did these cultists do?
Apparently, they murder people that get too close.
So you're saying we could take their already murdered people and add those ears in as well?
I'm sure they're probably decayed by now.
Well, this guy doesn't know what cultists look like.
I mean, if you have a better idea what you want to do, I don't want to be carrying around 30-11 heads.
here sounds good.
Anybody need anything topped off?
Oh, we lost.
Do we have
Any
Do we
health
have
potions
anything-
to top off or anything?
do we have anything that will be able to transport the statue? Like, how are we going to transport a 7-foot tall statue?
We gotta ask if we can borrow a cart from the guild. Leave it with our dwarf friend here. And just have to carry it back out to him, whatever safe distance he'll be kept.
What's the dwarf guy getting out of this?
He's just our lead.
Hmm.
The dwarf specifically states, "Look, I'll take you to the gates of the wasteland, but I'm not going the last few miles into the temple."
Can we take your cart with us?
The guild can provide a cart, no problem. But I'm not carrying it. It's a bumpy ride. Rough train. Carts maybe not advised.
Too bad we don't have a Tensor's flying disc.
Yeah, that was nice.
You never rode on it.
What's the weight to lift ratio of the bug's wings?
What'd you say,
Hmm.
Kresk?
I'm wondering
He's
what
making
the
fun of the fairy.
Ah,
I'm wondering what the lift to weight ratio of the bug's wings are. Maybe it's like super strong and magical. It could carry this 7-foot statue.
Nope.
could cast levitate on the statue, possibly.
Well, sounds like we can get a cart to the gates.
I'm
But
gonna go get a cart.
those 2-3 miles is all on us.
I'm gonna go get a cart, and I actually have to leave here in real life, so I'll just get the cart and use the cart. And I just want to cast Mold Earth on all the rocky stuff in front of me to smoothen it out, so that we can take it into the wastelands.
Okay, good plan.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Later, James.
Later.
Any last minute preps before y'all?
Let's do some
I have
yoga.
everything I need.
All right, let's head out. I shall begin to walk outside of the town. Get quite a few looks from the people around. Probably just now noticing how much of a group of misfits, Cirque the Misfits, as Vic calls y'all. Y'all really are. You see a small shrine of sorts, relatively close to the western gate of the city. You see middle-aged women weeping and crying as they pray at the base. Red Rock says, this temple is a bit of a sore in our sides, thorn in our eye, whatever the expression is. We'd be happy if these cultists were gone. We'd be even more happy if they were brought back alive.
They were brought back alive?
People make mistakes. Doesn't mean they're bad people.
Were we getting paid per head, like actual killed, or just brought back?
Either. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, but
We're getting 100 per head.
That doesn't mean they have to be murdered.
Tired.
They're not being murdered. They're being brought to justice.
Again, that doesn't mean they have to be killed. We'll do what we can.
appreciated. As y'all enter or exit the city, after heading through some taller grass and small groves of trees, there's an unnatural boundary between that and what you could only describe as a wasteland. Sandy, dry terrain, large rocks, some obelisk shape sticking out of the ground all over. As y'all begin to walk through it, large piles of rocks and trees all jumbled together like some sort of whirlwind just tore through this area almost the other day. Red Rock begins to talk. These wastelands, they've always scared us here in Temple Haven. Unnatural. The wood doesn't decay. There are very few creatures that live here. Every plant is poisonous. While there's water, purifying it is not only necessary, but crucial. You kind of go in a bend in this sort of path that leads around there. All of a sudden, you can just see out for miles and miles and miles. You see what you can best describe as skeletons of creatures hundreds of feet tall, maybe even 1,000 feet long. Large rib cages sticking out of this sandy terrain, juxtaposed with the beautiful blue sky above. You see evidence of a past civilization, past cities that lived out here, possibly millennia ago. Small pieces of pottery, papyrus that at this point should have decayed, with little bits of runic writing that none of you can quite understand what they say. There's more history out there in the wastes than all the libraries combined in Dublin. I see why the academics want to go out there. You can see like a shiver go up his spine. But personally, if I didn't know this place so well, and it didn't pay well to take people out here, I'd never set foot in this place again. There's a lot of dangerous creatures that exist out here. Purple worms, wyverns, chimeras. I'd say they're just afraid of us as we are of them. But I almost feel like the creatures here are looking for a fight. I've spent a long time studying this terrain. Don't stray too far. Within hours, the sun almost sets in the sky. I'll head off on this trail into a rib cage of a creature. Maybe the rib cage would be about 40 feet high and about 80 or so feet long. A large serpentine tail, series of tail bones, almost like the spine, continuing out, buried underneath the sand. A momentary break from the winds that have slowly been getting stronger as you traverse further. A series of rocks, a padded down area. Your guide searching for any signs of creatures. He sees a few things that worry him and decides to move to another rock formation and another, eventually settling on one not too far from where you first looked. No fires out here. It gets cold at night sometimes. Well, at least no fires at night. We have about an hour or so. You're cooking now. purify your water. We'll arrive towards the end of tomorrow. Remember, I go no further than the gate. Morning comes. The howling winds at night kept some of you awake, almost driving you a little bit insane, Vic, as the constant sound continues whistling through different parts of rocks or bones. The sun beats down, the winds begin to go faster and faster. You see a number of wyverns off in the distance a couple times, a handful of rainstorms, seemingly out of place in such a dry location. But you stray far away from most of the danger. Towards the end of the day, as the sun is lower on the horizon, you can see the dust being kicked up as a purple worm moves just under the surface, a couple 100 yards away. A sight that is in many ways beautiful, but y'all know the dangers that those creatures possess. I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, charisma?
Yes.
I'm good at that.
Charisma sucks.
25.
Okay, go ahead and
6.
write it in the chat so I can see all of them if you roll in real life.
$18 for me.
18. Monty, Fang, and Victor. You hear in your head, kill them. Kill them now.
Says what?
Kill them. Kill them now. I need everyone to roll initiative. It is Monty, Fang, and Vic versus the others.
Oh,
17.2.
oh.
S- 6 for me. I put it in the chat.
You can kind of move yourselves, but you're more or less kind of walking in a tight group to stay away from the wind.
It's who versus who?
The 3 lowest versus the 3 highest.
Alright.
As a note, this is not a battle of life and death. So, y'all are expected to leave nothing on the table. If you failed, if you passed, you're free to do as you wish. You have control over your mind.
So it's me, Olgrim, and Ziggy on one side, and the other 3 on the other. Is that what I heard?
I believe that's correct, yes.
Is that like a
It's me,
charm?
Victor, and Monty.
It is not a charm.
Okay.
So this would technically be a surprise round for those that did not see it coming. So let's see. Let's do the teams in different colors here.
I still have the old map.
Yeah, we'll get y'all there.
Calm down, killer.
No, no, no. Ah.
Roll 20. Come on. What the hell are we doing here? Team A. First up, we would have Fang with the order to kill.
I have to hit him as hard as I can.
I expect you to leave nothing on the table. I expect you to use all your key points. I expect you to use your tattoo. And I'm giving y'all the meta knowledge that this will not be to the death, so you don't have to worry about that. There may be other consequences, though.
Okay, so first thing I do is I hit Art. He's right next to me. So that's is it. Do I get advantage because I'm surprising him?
Absolutely.
$18. Second attack.
No advantage anymore. Just one.
Oh, second attack. 28 or 27. Okay, I'm going to stunning strike.
Con save for Art.
Natural 20.
Okay, you made it. And the damage is. How much is that damage?
Well, it's 9 on the die.
Yeah, 9 and 6. I can't. 15. And then I activate my tattoo.
Okay.
My turn's over.
Yeah, we'll say you activated it first, so go ahead and roll the extra damage.
He already did, because he wouldn't have had sneak attack on that second one.
Yeah, that's why I forgot. That's why I just said the tattoo. Because
No, he has sneak attack. He has an ally within 5 feet.
anyway,
Oh,
I activated
right
the
there.
Yeah,
tattoo.
so I roll the extra d6.
Yeah.
You had sneak attack,
Roll a d6, Chris.
and you had the tattoo.
I already rolled 2d6 plus 6.
You had a d6 for your fist, a d6 for sneak attack,
Oh,
and a d6
sneak.
for...
Add 1.
There you go. Okay. Monty?
Let's see here. Five feet of me. I'll move. Oh, if I move out of his range, right?
No, they won't get to hit you yet because it's a surprise round, so they don't understand you're a bad guy yet.
I'll move here. Booming blade. To Ziggy.
Take that, Dylan. Harwell. See how
How
it
does
goes.
this work? Spell damage increases each
Wow.
at the 5th level.
Still have to hit first.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Okay, that's 20 plus 2, right? Oh shit.
You have advantage.
17 to hit.
So 15
No.
plus 2.
No, it doesn't.
It's dexterity modifier, right?
Plus proficiency.
Oh, then 20.
Oh, that'll hit.
So that's 1d8 thunder damage on a hit.
Plus the damage of the rapier.
Okay. So 1d8 plus 2 piercing. I'll do that first. So 6 and then 1d8 thunder damage.
Nice.
What do you
So-
mean nice? What is
Oh,
this?
man,
20 damage
he's on my
total.
team.
20 damage.
I mean, it's
14.
yeah. No, 12.
Plus your dex.
Oh, yeah, plus the 2. So, yeah, 14.
You can take 20 though, Harwell.
No, I'm good.
I don't know why I thought that was. No, I'm tired.
All right. Anything else, Monty? You have bonus actions still.
I will. Is it this one? I use cunning action to disengage. Back here.
Victor?
Okay, so do I know somewhere on my side?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to back up. So I don't know what's going on yet. And I'll cast Spirit Guardian.
It's the radius.
15 feet.
15.
Okay. That will be my turn.
All right. Surprise round is over. So we head to the top of the order with Art.
What's my save?
Say Wisdom save. DC 17.
Ooh, 6, 8, 18. Just make it. I guess not just make it.
So
But-
you'll take 7 points of damage.
Oof. Alrighty. And I will spend 2 key points and make a darkness bubble around myself.
Okay. 20-foot radius?
It's 20 feet, I think.
15 feet.
All right. Anything else, Art?
And then I will spend 2 more to quicken an Eldritch Blast Fang.
Okay. It'll be straight roll because darkness plus
Yep.
all that. So
That is 12 plus 8 for 20.
Yep, that hits.
Where's my 8s? Um, 12 for the first, and he moves 10 feet away.
he gets knocked back, slammed into Vic, and then you say sit here.
And I'll shoot him again, this time not at disadvantage. And that is 26.
Yep.
And that is 10 more points.
Okay.
And I'm going to move there.
Was he still within my range when he moved, or?
Well, you would have moved 10 feet further away again.
You didn't say that.
So, well, it's... Shut up. And now I will end my turn.
Fang? Kill them.
Oh,
Am I supposed to see a map?
I throw
Uh-oh.
my smoke
Yes, you're
grenade
supposed to.
at Arthur.
You don't know where I am in that bubble.
I throw it in the middle of the bubble.
Oh, I see. It wasn't even on.
A smoke grenade.
60-foot radius. Or cube or whatever.
Okay, where are you attempting to throw it?
Right where Arthur is.
Okay. You're attempting to just throw it into his sphere of darkness.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this is ridiculous. I love it.
I mean, anywhere in the sphere is going to get covered by a 60-foot smoke cloud, so I don't really think it matters.
The whole fucking map is not getting 60 feet. No one's going to be able to see.
He's about to smoke us all.
It's a 60-foot smoke bomb?
I don't know if this was the smartest idea out of you.
Is it 60
Well, I
foot
didn't-
radius
I
or
didn't want-
diameter, Chris?
What?
I thought it was 60-foot diameter.
Whatever you want to make it, that'd be
Okay.
fine.
We're all blind. Can't see.
I'm throwing him getting all these free shots.
I mean, I can move, so...
There we go.
Yep. Okay, and then
That was your
right,
action.
that was my action. So I get a what? Just a bonus
Nothing.
action, right? Can I yeah, I don't know what to do for bonus action on this.
You'd end your turn for a bonus action.
How long does the smoke last?
There are high winds, so it will dissipate pretty quickly. But
I didn't catch that. You cut out.
there are high winds, so it'll dissipate quickly. But at the moment, it is there.
So how far am I from Arthur? 50 feet? Oh, I can't get away from him if he wants to shoot me, can I? Okay, I got an idea then. So I got my movement, so I will go into my smoke, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. Doing a better circle.
The fuck is that?
I don't like the circle I drew. Okay. Monty.
I can't see inside the smoke. Right?
Yeah, that is correct. I'm trying to get the smoke. Right. There you go.
I guess don't I have a hand crossbow? Yeah. I thought I did. I do not. I do have a hand crossbow. I'll just ready my hand crossbow. And as soon as I can see something, I'll shoot.
Okay. Victor.
Sorry, that's a proficiency.
I'm gonna ready a spell when I can see something.
Okay. Text me the spell.
That's Toll the Dead.
Okay, gotcha. Ziggy?
So I can't see because there's smoke, correct?
This is true.
Fine. I will.
Just go up.
I'll just let's see. I'll just cast Gust of Wind to get rid of the smoke.
Okay. What direction?
Well, I'll throw it in the direction I guess I recall someone being. Who would be the most likely person that I would have seen last between the three of them?
Two of them didn't move, so
I guess I'd put it like right at. Actually, I could get both of them then. I'll get Monty and Vic.
Okay.
That's using my Aarakocra wind caller thing, so it doesn't use a spell slot.
Okay, you want it like that?
No, it comes from me. But I believe it's 10
Are we
feet,
reading the
isn't it?
same spell?
Yeah, it's 10 feet wide and it comes from me.
Ah, it's a line. I see.
Yeah. My bad, I don't know if I...
Okay.
It's a 60-foot line from me, so I can get Monty and Vic. But it should disperse the smoke, correct?
I mean, the wind's gonna disperse it anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. But not in this case because you're only hitting a portion of it. You know.
Okay.
I mean, it would definitely disperse some of it. All right, I can't make this thing do what I want because Roll20's ass.
So would I be able to see them though after that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the second you cast that, there's now a line of just visibility.
Okay, so I can see him too, right?
This is true.
So I can
Toll
cast
the Dead
Toll the
me.
Dead.
And this also accounts for includes Monty as well.
The con save, right?
Verify.
I think it's wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
All right. Oh no. That is a 13.
That fails.
Normally, I would hope so.
Take 9 points of damage.
9.
Yeah.
Necrotic.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I'll just bonus action. Oh no, never mind. I guess I can't because I guess it still counts as casting a spell. So that'll be my turn. Although now that there's like a line for Ulgrim to see, I'll just run into the smoke.
Oh, that's right. Ulgrim, you need to make a save too.
Except I'm
You're
also
next
now
to-
in darkness, so I'm just like real confused.
Why is
You
Olga
make a
making a save?
Because my toll the dead will hit 2 people if they're within 5 feet of each other.
That's true.
Wisdom?
Well,
Yes.
let me ask you this, Vic. Toll the Dead requires sight, right?
Well, I can see him.
You can only see one, so that's what I asked. Does that ability require to see? If it doesn't say, I'll let you use it. But if it does say,
It
then
says verbals. Well,
not Toll the Dead, your cleric ability.
The twin spell thing.
it doesn't say.
Then if it doesn't say, yeah, it'll work.
It just says if they're within 5 feet.
Yep.
Yes, and it just reaches.
Yep, it just reaches.
And do I get to hit Ziggy for leaving my 15-foot radius, or because of smoke I don't?
That's an
You
8.
didn't see me.
You could get an attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
It's your reaction. Go ahead and take it if you'd like.
Did you make your save, Chris?
Nope.
Okay, you'll take 9 points. Necromantic.
Nope, I didn't hit him.
Now I got a question: is since I still have a bonus action, can I cast a bonus action?
No, so to
Okay,
hold
that's
your
fine.
action, yeah, you gotta just
That's
action
good.
it. Use your action.
You
All right.
made sure you said we had to go all out, so I'm just
You do have to go all out. Yeah, nice. Vic. Okay. So let's see. That was Ziggy's turn. Yes,
Yes.
and you're done.
Mm-hmm. I just ran into the darkness, real confused.
Yeah, Ulgrim, you're up.
All right. So it's obvious that we're in a fight now, I guess.
Yes.
So I move. You know,
Use that tattoo.
I can see Vic now.
You can see Monty and Vic both of them.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna use those gloves and try to do a lightning bolt to Vic.
Try to get them both.
Yeah, I'm trying to if I can, but
Yep,
if not.
you can. Dex save.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What was the damage on that?
What's what?
It's a dex save, but I'm not sure what the DC would be.
I believe it
That's
says
kind of what I said you.
on the
thought it was in there.
gloves.
Yeah, I had it written out. Here it is, DC 15.
So Monty and Vic, that's a Dex save.
I failed.
Okay.
Both failed.
Monty, you can reaction, use evasion. Can't hear you, Dylan. But
I can do that, right?
Wait.
Let's see.
That was half damage for you.
So that's 34 damage.
So only take half of that damage.
right, so 34, so that's 17 for
17.
Monty and 34 for Vic. That's lightning.
Ooh, that was a big boom.
I think
And
you
then
rolled
there's a-
better than what I ever rolled with them.
Now you have a concentration check, right?
Yeah.
Oh, with the spirit.
Get him, Cody. Let him know.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't want those things on my field.
So I rolled 21 for concentration.
Yeah, you're good. All right, Ulgrim, that was action.
And I'll just. Oh, actually, wait. You know what? I'll just continue on just a little bit, right there.
Out of their sight.
Right. That'll be it.
We are up to Art.
Is it still smoky?
It is. It'll end on Fang's turn. Last round.
And to see inside your bubble, we need magic dark vision or something, right?
Correct. I'm gonna shoot at Fang, just straight roll. $25.
Yep. How'd you even know where I was, though?
That's why I was at disadvantage, but with my advantage, it's just a straight roll.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
$16 points, and you're pushed 10 feet back. And I'll do it again. And that one is 18?
Nope.
Okay. And I'll end my turn.
Fang in your head. You hear again. Kill them. Smoke dissipates due to the wind.
If I casted silence at Art, would that make it drop his?
No.
No.
Too late.
Only thing
Okay,
that can make
so,
it drop it is damage or dispel magic.
I attack Olgrim. He's the closest. 17 hit.
Does not.
Second attack. Nat 20.
I guess so.
I'm also going to try Stunning Strike.
Oh,
And
that's
so
right.
with the Nat 20, that's double my dice.
Double all dice.
So it'd be 4.
So you don't have sneak.
Yeah.
16.
10, and 16.
16.
It's a con save for Olgrim.
Con.
Yes.
That's a 23.
Oh, never mind. It's too late now.
What was that? 23.
23.
Okay, then I guess my bonus attack. I'll cast Flurry of Blows, so I get 2 more attacks. First one is 5 and what's that? 14? Nope. 32.
Yeah.
32?
32, Chris.
The fuck you get 32?
And I don't
Add
know.
yourself to it?
17 and yeah, anyway.
What was the damage?
Damage.
I
And
think it was 10. It
10.
was a 3 and a 1. Yeah, and a 6 is 10.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Monty. Kill.
Now let's see if I can do Booming Blade right this time instead of forgetting about the extra damage.
Let's just be friends.
I'm gonna run up to Olgrim.
Oh, yeah, Ziggy, you would have taken damage for moving.
Right. I mean, you want to roll a d8?
Yeah, so Monty, go ahead and
2d8.
roll the whatever the moving damage is.
It says 2d8, right? And damage target takes from moving increases to 2d8.
There you go.
Nice.
14.
Take that, Siggy.
Got it.
And then
Nick,
roll to hit. Eight. Yep.
it's
20 to hit.
yep, it's
And then that's. I'll do the rapier first. 1d8 plus 2 piercing.
Oh,
3 damage.
Okay.
And then 1d8 thunder damage.
Is this booming blade again?
Yes. I ran up, set booming blade. So 7. And then I'll use my Fury of the Small. He would count bigger than me,
it's,
right?
It's 2d8. Right?
2d8?
Yeah, 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8.
Oh, okay.
so another 4.
Correct. And then, does he count as a bigger person than me?
Yes. Well, what is your size considered?
Small.
Yes.
And I'm medium, I guess. Yeah.
So I'll use Fury of the Small. But add an extra 3 damage. And then Nimble Escape. To move back here.
So that doesn't give me a chance to retaliate.
It takes a disengage or hide action.
Yeah,
I guess
disengage.
so.
You cannot.
The Sentinel wouldn't over with that.
What'd you say?
The Sentinel wouldn't do anything with that.
Oh yeah, Sentinel does over
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. I'll still do that.
Smack him. Smack him.
Okay.
he can't smack him. Did he not do his tattoo?
No, he has Sentinel.
Yeah, but if he activated his tattoo, it's
Yeah, that-
15 feet, not 5.
He didn't use it.
True. No, I didn't use it, but I can't. I can still.
You can hit him. You can hit him.
Okay. So that's a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Get your ass back up, Monty.
So the 16 damage.
Okay.
And stay. Thank you. So 3 actions gone.
All right, Monty. Vic, Victor, kill them.
How does Olgrim look?
You know, getting there. Well, you know, not like on death's door, but
Are you
about halfway.
breath?
A little bloodied, yeah.
Hey,
A little
make a
bloodied.
charisma save.
Me make a charisma save. Oh, that's a 4. 4.
Okay, goodbye. You're somewhere else.
He
Banishment.
banished.
No.
So that means
And then I'm gonna
Spirit
run out
Guardians
here.
goes away. Spirit
Huh?
Guardians goes away.
Oh, it's a concentration, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
That's true. All right. Goodbye.
Okay.
No way to. There's no way to shake that for me out.
We can shake it for you.
Yeah. Clunk him.
Huh?
Anything
Clunk
else?
in the head.
Yeah, if I get put down,
Or if you just fail your concentration check.
that will be very difficult to make me fail it.
That's true.
I have
Okay.
advantage.
Warcaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Victor. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Ziggy.
I cannot see,
Correct.
Fly up.
so I guess I'll just run back the way I came.
Vic, you would tell somebody went beside you. Like reaction.
Reaction. Okay. Toll the dead. You'll have to make a save. Wisdom.
Oh, you're a warcaster. I see.
Yep.
That's a 17.
Okay. That passes. Okay. You pass.
Okay. Continue, Ziggy.
Could I cast Dispel Magic on Fang?
What are you trying to dispel?
Whatever spell is causing him to attack us.
You don't know if it's a spell.
But he can take it.
Can I not try it? I don't know if it's a spell or
You
not.
can. Yeah.
I'll do it.
What level?
Third.
You're gonna have to roll.
Alright. That adds wisdom, right?
Yeah, just your wisdom.
It's a 14.
Nothing happens.
Dang it.
Wait, can I use my reroll?
Yeah.
All right. Normally no, but sure.
Never mind. It was much worse. Alright. I'll just be like, oops. That's my turn.
Olgrim?
I guess I'm swimming in the abyss.
No, it's just plane.
You were in a harmless demi-plane, I believe.
Yeah,
So I'm pacing, trying to stomp the ground to get back where I was.
You're
Just trying all the brute force things you can imagine.
Yeah.
You're incapacitated. You can't do anything while you're there.
Ah, that's true.
Can't even punch the ground.
You're in a sleepy state.
Can't touch grass.
No.
Sand.
Art.
I'm gonna swipe at Vic. 2 shots. One is a nat 20.
Okay.
You roll that.
Yep.
I won't use my ability.
You have to see it.
That's 19 for the first.
19 damage.
Yep. And you move 10 feet backwards.
Your
Away
con
from me,
save,
rather.
10.
Away from me.
I did.
I moved.
No, it'd be like, oh. And then,
You got a nat 20?
yeah,
I'll take my
you can have
back
it,
if
sure.
you don't got it.
And then 26 for the second one.
Yeah, I think it would.
And that's 14 more points. And then 2 con saves.
Pushing him the second time, Cody.
Would you ask?
Pushing him the second time.
Correct. I assume you passed your both con saves, but
Yeah.
better than nothing.
And you got that damage, right, Victor?
Yep.
Awesome. Art.
Oh, yep.
I'll just back up a little bit.
Oh shit.
Watch out. There's a familiar coming in, guys.
And that's it.
Fang. Kill them.
I hit all of them.
Algrim's not there.
Oh, where is he?
Not there.
Not here at
Taking
all.
a vacation.
He's in Tahiti.
Paid leave.
He's in the vacation world.
I mean, I hit Ziggy.
Get a move to do that.
Not from there, you don't.
I hit Ziggy.
You gotta punch through, Monty.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
Yikes! I could go.
I'm gonna do stunning
Over here
strike.
being too nice, and trying to knock people out, trying to unmagify them.
6, 7, 10, 12, 18 damage. Stunning strike, Constitution save.
magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'm absolutely stunned. That's 8.
Okay, so
You're
I get
absolutely about to be on your ass.
my next shot at advantage.
Yes.
Oh, don't fret. I'm unconscious if you hit with advantage.
Yeah, that hits.
25. Well,
Yeah.
wait,
I'm unconscious.
yeah, 17 and 9. So, okay, so that's 12, 18
I'm
damage.
unconscious.
Unconscious cigarettes.
Literally minimum damage.
Is there like any place I can run and hide in this map?
Not that much. I mean,
Hey, at least I'm not stunned.
At least you're not stunned.
really, Fang.
I perished.
I mean, you could head over to some of those bones or those little bitty craters and kind of duck inside of them because you're very small. But
on top of yourself.
Okay, so I'll go in that little crater.
okay. I mean, everyone
And,
saw you go in it, so they know you're there.
Oh,
But I mean,
That's
you can
stupid, then.
you can still hide, which could give you
I'll just-
advantage on an attack.
I'll just come to the edge here,
Oh,
and I'll do my bonus action to try to hit Arthur, I guess, at disadvantage.
Yes. So
Nope.
Nope. 8 and 9, 17. Nope. All right, my turn's over.
Monty, kill them.
Hold up, you're saying kill them?
Well, I'm glad you finally caught on to.
Well, I mean, I know, but like, they're straight up gonna end me.
Like,
No,
Murk him if he's laying on the ground. That kind of kill him.
No.
Okay, I was about to say that's kind of fucked. I guess so.
That's the case. All got out easy. At least he ain't dead.
take it
At
now.
least I'm not stunned.
I mean, you kind of are. Can't move or do anything, so it's kind of the same thing.
That's not stunned. That's
You're just unconscious.
not
and
even remotely
incapacitated.
similar. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Thanks.
You are stunned while you're unconscious. And
No,
incapacitated.
I am just unconscious.
Rigor mortis has started early.
I'll move to the edge here of the darkness.
Of glory.
And then I'll I can't do anything. I don't have any long range anything. Oh, I do have something long range. It's up to 1 minute. Never mind. Right, that's my turn.
Okay. Victor, kill them.
All right. I got a question.
Mhm.
Would I try to heal myself, or would I just ignore that and go after?
You are essentially using your highest battle tactic. So whatever you would do.
Well, I would heal myself right now. Then.
Yeah.
All right. Cast Cure Wounds myself. Wow. All right, that's good. That means I'm not dead.
What
yet.
level?
Level 2.
It's
Okay.
at the end of your turn.
And I will move over here. That will be it.
Okay. Ziggy. That's saving.
Failure.
Failure.
It's a simple 3.
All right. Olgrim, still chilling.
Continue my nap.
Art.
Does 19 hit, Nick?
Yes. Well, wait a minute. Maybe not. Depends on what I roll on this dice. Go. It misses. So I use that ability.
It's your reaction, right?
Well, no, it's my cacophony of spirit.
But it uses your reaction. Is it not?
Yeah.
And 26 to hit, Vic.
Yep.
15 points.
I'm down.
Olgrim's back.
All right.
Olgrim, you just just kind of appear. You see
Right
Ziggy.
next to 2 unconscious
Yeah,
people.
Ziggy unconscious, Vic unconscious. Fang and Monty are just like, wailing on darkness over there.
You almost had me down, except for my armor saved me. Because I can't be critted.
I'll end it.
Fang, kill him.
So Ogrim's back.
Olgrim's back.
Yes.
Okay, attack Ogrim.
Poor Olgrim.
19.
It's
That's 11
What?
plus roll for stunning strike.
What is your AC?
18. Is it 11?
Yeah.
And
And
then,
stunning strike.
22.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna hit you again. 23.
It's
Did you just say 43?
he said 20.
23.
He said
Oh, I was like, damn, your math over there today.
14 damage and
Internet
trying another
calculus.
stunning strike.
that's a 9.
So now you're stunned.
Yep.
So then I will take my bonus action and hit you again. Nat 20.
Now we're back.
So that's 46 plus 6. 11. 17, 23.
Right, I'm down.
My turn's over.
Hey, there were attacks that weren't at me.
Monty, killed him.
So if I run directly straight forward into the middle of this bubble, which I would presume would be where he's at, right? Any attack roll would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, if you cannot see the target, attack rolls at disadvantage.
Okay. Let's go for it then. I'll run straight forward until I hit something fleshy or whatever and
Yes.
say booming blade and attack.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage.
Yield.
Oh, that didn't do it right. So.
Oh wait, that was only one.
17.
So no, I don't need a shield.
Roll
There's a
the
disadvantage.
first one.
7.
3.
So it would have been 8.
8, yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. No hit.
That's my turn.
Death save for Vic and me simultaneously.
The next 3 death saves.
Oh, right. Olgrim's down too. I forgot.
Yeah,
It's a pass.
Got a natural 20.
That's another
Natural
trigger.
20 for Olgrim. You're back up, Olgrim. You get your full turn. What'd you get, Ziggy?
6. I'm down to 2 failed saves.
2 fails.
Pop that tattoo and punch Fang in the butt.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's go then. So yeah, so bonus action for the tattoo.
Correct.
Man, I'm about to die. And I'm the one with Revivify.
So that's
Just as long as Vic doesn't die, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
23 to hit and a 26 to hit.
Yup.
it'd be hard for me to make him coup de grace.
All right, so that's going to be 11 damage and 10 damage. 21.
21.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and do action surge.
Did you roll like once?
Yes, kill him. Kill him.
Kill him.
Did you add the extra D6 for your tattoo?
No, did
So
not.
that's 2 extra D6s, right?
Nice.
So that would be 10 extra.
Oh, should have disengaged.
That's 31 damage to Fang.
I'm sleeping.
You're knocked out.
Perfect.
Got knocked out.
Okay.
Let's go. So it's just Monty who's in the darkness.
And that's my turn.
I need help.
Help! Awesome Olgrim art.
Alright, so straight roll. That's 23.
That hits.
That is
You can push him back 10 feet.
12.
He's in
Yeah,
darkness.
that's
12.
that's 12.
That's so great.
12 points. I'm gonna push him back, and then I'm gonna have my advantage roll, a super advantage roll.
Is that what it's called? A super advantage roll?
I get a super advantage roll. I roll 3 d20s, and that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 14 more.
I'm down.
Let's go. Help me.
Oh.
I don't want to have to roll again. So good chance I'll perish.
um,
I mean, that's all I can do.
All right. I think combat is over. It's still an initiative in a way.
we can.
Oh no, that means I do have to roll.
That means you have to roll.
Fang,
No.
Monty, Vic, Ziggy, Olgrim all make death saves. right?
Well, not Olgrim.
Sorry, not Ogre.
Oh, I got an 11. Thank goodness.
Oh, I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling that one.
You can re-roll it.
Olgrim. Olgrim's nat 20 saved my butt.
Yeah, it's
Seven.
fortuitous.
Well, you would have had me down if I wouldn't have remembered I had my armor prevents crits.
Oh yeah.
I just figured it'd be easier to try to dispel it, but I rolled so low.
I guess can we start medicine checking?
Yeah, so it's Olgrim Ard and then another round of saves, so we'll say
I'll go check on Ziggy first.
We'll say your guide is helping as well.
You just heard like a little. Like,
Since I know you're sane in the mind, I guess I'll check on you first.
Right.
So I'm one failure so far, right? With 7.
Olgrim, who you checking on?
Well, I'll go ahead and go up to Fang and see, just make sure everything's okay.
Okay, your guide will go towards Vic.
I made it 18. I've made all 3.
Okay, you're stable.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vic is stable.
16 for medicine.
And I get
Fang is-
advantage on death save, so it's
That's right. Fang is stable.
16 for medicine.
All right, everyone is stable.
Oh, thank God.
Those that are stable, those that are watching, you watch as this small little scarab comes out from under the inside of each of their ears.
This shit again?
Goes right down into the ground, disappearing out of sight.
Motherfuckers.
those things.
Oh.
Classics, yeah. Your guide's like, I didn't think they were in season. Quite impressive. We should get to shelter.
Lead the way.
Piling up everyone on the cart.
Just throw everybody's body in the cart.
Just flunk, flunk. Y'all make it just to the outskirts of where he describes there being a gate. You can't quite see it. It's a semi-mountainous region with these very old, dead, 150 foot tall trees kind of blocking your view. You get into a small alcove cave where you can all rest and recuperate. In a few hours, everybody's awoken with very little memory of what happened. But as your companions fill you in with the details, you remember enough to know it to be true. Y'all can do something quick here, otherwise that is where we will end this week's session.
Are we gonna take a long rest or what?
Yeah, it's evening or like pretty late evening, so probably advised.
So otherwise, I'll cast. Well, I'll probably go ahead and cast prayer healing.
I'm just going to use 3 hit dice.
Are you watching this game, Harwell?
So everybody take 14
Yeah.
points back.
14 points.
Yeah.
You had me scared at the start of that thing.
Yeah, I would have. I don't know. Instead of gust of wind, I should have just like given myself used my wild shape to give myself all my mushroom armor. pretty
mushroom
much.
points.
You definitely should have.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been.
And then you also should have called lightning and shit.
I would have been at Luther if I could have
I
seen.
know.
Yeah. The visibility. made
You were
that fight different.
useless in this fight, Ziggy.
Oh, I know. I should have just done instead of dispel magic. I should have just called lightning and got 2 of them or blighted one of them.
He's suffering from his brother's loss. You know, he's
Yeah, he's
so much suffering from Ziggy. Yeah.
Wonder what happened to Black Straw.
Yeah, that's quite the mystery, huh?
FYI, next week I will not be able to play.
Cool.
That's the 24th.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, the beginning of it, I'm going out of town. But the 31st, I'll be able to play 7th as well. So Just an FYI for everyone. So no session next week. Pick back up on the 31st if everyone can play. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
See